All right, guys, we're back on a Wednesday.
How you
All of
doing?
us.
We're back.
Yeah, doing good. Doing good. Um, so what have you guys been up to?
Oh, coaching football and watching volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have a
volleyball here, watching my niece.
oh, okay. Relatives. You weren't just there creeping on little girls then.
No, no.
All
No.
right. I just want to make that clear. I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to jump to conclusions.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Not that anybody would jump to that conclusion,
Right.
but we nipped it in the bud.
hmm
You're welcome. Yeah. So I went to a family function downstate.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Pretty good. I took down those what I've decided to call our muscle and speed youth hats. And you know what?
Okay.
My nephews loved them.
Oh, good.
And nieces. They put them on. My mom has one too, by the way, and she didn't take it off the whole time once I gave it to her. So
Awesome.
I gave like 10 of them away. I have a bunch more. So if you guys want to give some to some folks, feel free to grab several and hand them out.
Kids love them, man. I'm telling you, they're vintage looking.
The kids absolutely loved them, and they were wearing them all over the place. Got to take two of my nephews for a ride in Julie's Mustang, which was pretty cool. They liked it. They were digging it. They'd never been in a car like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, went well. I didn't podcast with Will because there was just so much family stuff going on. I didn't want to pull him away for an hour plus while we talked about our stuff. Yeah, I just didn't think that would be great. So he and I are going to pick it up Saturday. Talking about
Perfect.
Dirty Mary Crazy Larry. If you've never seen it, it's a good one. All right. So, Car and Driver just did a comparison between the new Toyota Supra, the BMW M2, which is really the new M3. It's one of those weird things. The M3 kind of moved on to a different bracket, so the M2 took its place. The new, what they're calling Porsche 718, they renamed the Cayman and the Boxster to Digits. I don't know. We kind of went over this last time we talked, but is it just me or is Ford the only one capable of coming up with cool names for all their shit?
And the Italians are good at it too.
They are. The Germans?
Oh, that's right. The Germans are numbering shit again.
Yeah.
You better look up.
We better watch it. Keep an eye on them Porsches.
Is that Robert Porsche?
No, I don't think he'd fit in one. So they did their shootout, and normally I would be ready to jump to the American Muscle's defense, because usually these magazines crap all over American stuff and praise the European stuff. The GT350 took first or second in almost every category and kind of destroyed everybody.
Heck yeah.
Well, and it should. It is one of the best driver's cars in the world. For one, it's one of the only ones that come with an actual manual transmission, which is huge for these magazine guys. If you don't have 900 horsepower, you better have a manual, because otherwise they get pissed. But this was labeled their $60,000 sports car shootout, which is pretty cool. I thought Caymans cost more than that, but whatever. But yeah, the GT350 revs to 8,200 RPM. It's got 526 horsepower. I mean, None of them have that. None of them are anywhere near its power. They don't have the rev range. They don't have anything. So they're going to get walked in every performance category, and they did. Is what it is. And it wasn't even a GT350R, because that would have been worse. It's just a little bit faster in every way. So, yeah. The GT350 in particular just gets tons of praise. So, I don't know. It's awesome. It's awesome, but I do think it was unfair. You'd need some version of the 911 or something a little bit more. And the Supra just doesn't belong in that comparison. Even though it's a good car, it's very underpowered compared to the other ones. So we'll have to see what they do in the future to close the gap.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What does Toyota have other than the Supra?
These days that's pretty much it.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. For a performance car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've got that GT86, which is like that little like 200 horsepower coupe that's like 20 grand. I don't know.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I think all three of us could agree that in these four cars, we'd all take that GT350 pretty much all day long. It's not that it's the most it's the best performance. It's also the most collectible. That's
Right.
a Shelby GT350 is going to always be worth a lot of money. And don't get me wrong, if there comes a point where you can get one used for 20 grand, I'm going to buy one. I just don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I mean, the Boss 302s have never gotten that low. They get as low as about 24,000, which is getting close, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that the GT350 exists. I think if it didn't, that wouldn't be the case.
Right.
But, what the hell? I also think that the 2013 and 2014 GT500s are going to drop in price a lot when that new GT500 comes out. Because that's just what happens. Because they've been $55,000 used for the past 5 years. I mean, they really haven't dropped in price in quite a while.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy awesome.
Yeah, crazy awesome. So enough of that. If you like, you could pop over to Car and Driver and read that article. It's really good. Especially if you're a Ford fan. And if you like American muscle over that European stuff and Japanese stuff. Yeah. Or I should say, I guess, German and Japanese stuff, because it was a Beamer and a Porsche. But, I don't know. We'll see with Brexit. Maybe with Brexit, the British will start making cars again. It didn't work out so well for them last time.
No.
They tend to fall apart.
Yep.
I'm sipping on my Laird's Applejack whiskey.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a blend. It is really, really good. FYI.
It looks good.
Fantastic. So, and I had to listen to this on the radio because we were on our way back. But how about our Lions? How do you feel after that loss? 34-30 against probably the best team in the NFL, or certainly the second best team in the NFL, if not the best.
Yeah, they competed and they gave it away.
They did.
2 fumbles inside the 5.
Yeah.
I was trying to look up the official rules on touchback
Mm-hmm.
because the Chiefs defender who picked up the ball and ran it for 101 yards
Mm-hmm.
had possession of the football and his knee down in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
thought that is a touchback.
I agree. And that, surprisingly, as a longtime Lions fan, and I know you guys think the same, usually when something like that would happen in a game, though, the game was pretty much over. You know,
Yeah.
when you are
Yeah.
about to score, but then the other team takes it away and scores, usually that means they're about to give up.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't.
And a potential missed pass interference call
Yeah.
at the end of the game.
Yeah. So my 3 key points in that game, because it was a sloppy football game, really, but that had a lot to do with how well the defenses were actually playing. They were all delivering some pretty big hits out there, but you had the fumble on the 2 or whatever it was, or the 4 that was returned for a touchdown. That's a 14-point swing. It was a tie game. They were about to go up 7. Instead, they're all of a sudden down 7. Okay.
Yep.
Then you have the 4th and 8 that they couldn't stop Mahomes because they were playing a man defense instead of a zone, or at least they didn't have anybody spying on one of the most athletic quarterbacks in football. So that was dumb, and it cost them because that was the drive they went up on them for the final time. And then, yeah, the Hail Mary at the end of the game. They explained it away that in Hail Mary situations, the rules don't necessarily apply. So that it might be, it was okay to overlook them shoving Marvin Harrison Jr. to the ground, or Marvin Jones Jr. to the ground, because it was a Hail Mary. Now, he was down in the area where the ball was going, and so he was a potential person to catch said ball. So my question is, and this is how you try any rule in any situation. If he turned around, knocked the defender on his ass, and then caught the ball, is that a penalty? Or is it okay because it's a Hail Mary situation?
Of course, against Detroit, it'd be a penalty for sure.
Yeah. I think in any situation it would be a penalty because the defense would automatically stand up and say, well, he wouldn't have caught it if he hadn't knocked me down.
Yep.
And the refs would say, yeah, you're right. That's a penalty.
And Stafford fumbled the football at the 5-yard line, too.
He sure did. Which, you know, that sucks. It does. You know, and Hawkinson getting hurt because he was kind of, not only was he heating up in the passing game, he was the primary blocker, the primary component behind Kerryon Johnson's getting free on many running plays. That guy is a stud.
Yes.
I'm hoping that he's... the report said that he's actually fine. He was knocked out for a brief second. So, of course, they're not going to keep him in the game, or they can't even bring him back in the game at that point. But hopefully it doesn't keep him out another week. That's what would suck.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But,
hopefully
I mean,
the bye week helps. We got to get Slay back, too.
got to get Slay back. Quandre Diggs went out in like the second quarter. You need him back. And that's 2 of your best secondary people were out for basically the whole game, both of them.
Yep.
Stafford's playing with a hip injury. Yes, it would be nice to get healthy. It would be nice. That 4th and 8 conversion just killed me, though, because after everything, it looked like they might stop him. After all the turnovers and the bullshit with this, that, and the other, that was a heartbreaker.
Yes.
And like I said, I was listening to it on the radio, and being the type of fan that I am, I did think they would blow it in the 9th, and they did.
Just like the Brewers did last night.
Just like the Brewers ended their season. But there's a lot of people now that have the Lions ranked in the top 5 in the power rankings of the NFL. based on the fact that they were undefeated and that they played the Chiefs so close. I don't know. Some people are saying that this will make them better for the rest of the season, having played that game that way. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I
They didn't
feel like they will.
back down like you said. In games prior, it seems like they just shut down like a peewee
Just lay
football
down.
team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they pressured and chased Patrick Mahomes without some of their best secondary guys, and he gave it his worst performance of the season, which still was pretty good, but not by his standards.
All right.
They're sixth in the NFL in QB rating against right now.
Yeah, nobody's played well against them.
No. So after the bye, we play Green Bay.
Yep.
So,
Monday Night Football.
yes. That's going to be good.
Yes.
Someone posted the other day it's been over 1,000 days now since Green Bay last beat Detroit.
Suck it, Packers.
Well, and beyond that, Aaron Rodgers does not look like Aaron Rodgers these days.
No.
So,
Do you remember when Roy Jones Jr. was fighting?
Yes.
Remember how he would make everybody look like a fool?
Yes.
He was so much faster, so much more skilled. He was on a different level than everybody else in the game.
Yep.
But then he got one day too old, and his speed wasn't otherworldly anymore, and he started to get caught, and he got knocked out because he got old, and those reliance on those reflexes and that speed just weren't there anymore. Now, the reason I bring that up, and I know a lot of people are waiting for this with Brady, and they're all talking about how it hasn't happened yet. It's different for everybody. I'm starting to wonder, is Aaron Rodgers just starting to decline a little? He's far from a bad quarterback. He's still very good. But for a guy that's used to shooting laser beams into tight spots, I don't know. Maybe he just can't quite do it anymore.
yeah, he's been running for his life the last couple of years. They've been battling so many injuries with their offensive line.
Yeah.
But if you play a little bit longer, those paychecks are pretty nice for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Put that money away.
And he is still with Danica Patrick.
Not bad.
You know,
Oh, is he really?
yeah, they're still together.
She used to date that little NASCAR driver, that one who looks like a little boy.
Well, now she's dating a football player who looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
You know, I have a meme I've been waiting to post on Muscle and Speed, and I don't even know when I'm gonna post it, but it was killing me when I saw it. It's Freddie Mercury singing a line from Bohemian Rhapsody, so that's the meme. But on the top it says when you hole shot a guy, out 60-foot him and then gap him, and then at the bottom you have Freddie Mercury singing "Mama, I just killed a man." I don't know. Aaron Rodgers makes me think of Freddie Mercury. So there you go. That's my tie-in. Who, most people get wrong, was not gay. So I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers is queer.
Anymore.
Freddie Mercury was bisexual, and that's proven. He had girlfriends and boyfriends. Now, make of that what you will. Anyways, so that was Detroit. Overall, happy with their effort. Bummed that they didn't win. You know, the fact that they were there at the end, throwing passes into the end zone to try to win the game, pretty huge.
Exactly.
It's hard to hang your head with that, but they better win next time.
Yep.
None of that matters if they lose to Green Bay. Because they're only a half game back, right? So You beat Green Bay, you're half game up. You're in first place, no matter what anybody else does.
Uh-huh.
Something to that effect, anyway. Yeah. So, we're going to stay on football. Michigan.
The Wolverines.
52-0 over Rutgers. They dominated. Did you guys watch it? I didn't watch it. All I saw was highlights.
No, I didn't see it either.
Oh, I didn't see it either. I was at the Tech football game.
Ooh. Screw Michigan.
I was
Tell
at
me
a
about that.
game.
How was Tech?
Oh, the Tech game was amazing. Playing Grand Valley State, who has won 4 Division II national championships since 2001. They've got an outstanding program. They get all of the Central and Michigan State, and Northwestern rejects who are really good kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like the Lions Chiefs game. Down in the last minute, Michigan Tech is up, and Grand Valley scored with less than a minute to go to go up to win a football game.
Wow. I have a
20 to 16. So it was a great game.
That is. I have a useless Grand Valley State story. Okay. So I went to high school mostly, other than 1 year in Lower Michigan. And the high school I went to, when I was a freshman, we had a senior named J.D. Werstein. Now, could you get more football than that name?
No.
This dude looked and was built like a gorilla. I mean, he was a monster. Big, corn-fed, white boy, defensive lineman. Just a monster. In fact, once I saw him put his shoulder, basically he attacked a small SUV, and I think it was an S10 Blazer. I saw it at a party once. He runs over, because the guy was like ripping on his girlfriend, whatever. Guy runs over and jumps in his car because JD's after him. JD comes running over and rams his shoulder into the SUV. And I swear to God, I thought it was going to go up on 2 wheels. And just caved in that door. Just caved it. Now, second part of this story. So, that's JD Werstein, who at one point was very good friends with a guy who was dating my sister Carolyn, who's older than me. So I used to know those guys at least a little bit, you know. So you see them in the high school hallways. The high school I went to, it was a well-known rule that if you're a freshman, you stay out of the senior hallway. This was a bigger school. We had floors and stuff, and so there was a senior floor. So the unspoken rule or whatever was freshmen stay out of that hallway. Well, my sister was dating a senior. And I'd seen them around the house, and I thought, you know what? I could go on that floor. So I went up there. And who spotted me first? JD. And I walked up and made a smart-ass remark. JD thought it was funny. But then he grabbed me by my hair and picked me up off the floor. And helped me down the hallway back to the stairwell so I could leave the senior floor. Now,
that was nice of him.
It was. He didn't hit me. He didn't throw me down the stairs. But I was up on my tiptoes trying to keep my hair in place. Which, you know, at the time, I did have majestic hair. Thick, black, wavy hair. So there was a lot there to grab. Not so much anymore. Now, I said all of that to say this. He was recruited by Grand Valley State, had a full-ride scholarship, went there, got into a huge fight at a party on university property, got kicked out of the school within the first semester.
Oh.
Don't know where he is. Yeah, don't know where he is, don't know what he does now, but that guy was a beast. Yeah.
He changed his name to Kyle, and he's coaching middle school in Upper Michigan.
Shit, now I gotta move.
JD Werstein. If you're out there, JD, good for you, bud. I hope you're doing well. Now, and I ain't hating on all that because we took a freshman one year and duct taped him to the divider and double doorway in the senior hallway because he came up there and he flipped one of us off. So he got duct taped to the center of the dividing room doors and was hanging there for a while before a teacher came out and found him. I can say that now. You can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Kavanaugh said. Yeah.
I promise I will never be up for the Supreme Court. It will never happen. How many people are on that thing?
9.
Okay, I'd probably be the 10th or 11th choice. We'd have to lose everybody else.
Michigan played well though.
Yeah, back to Michigan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did good. They moved up one place. They're 19th now. So
We're hammering Rutgers.
we're hammering Rutgers.
Well, how about just compete with Wisconsin? Couldn't do that.
No.
Well, there's big games looming. I mean, the Big Ten is a brutal division, and they got to play them all. So we'll see.
They play Iowa this week.
Here's the thing.
Iowa's 14th.
Yeah. I like Michigan. I want Michigan to win. So it's not like I'm pissed off or, you know what I mean, hating them now. I hope that they use the momentum from this game, get their shit together, start playing team football, start running the ball well, passing the ball well, playing good defense, and win some football games. I just don't know if they will.
Yep. I agree.
I don't know. It's nuts. So, next thing I wanted to show you guys. So you seen my thing about Koenigsegg?
Yeah.
So Ford,
Their own record.
Ford started it, right, with the 0 to 100 to 0 recently, bringing this back into the news because really, this is where I see it as an important performance metric. If you want to break the law, and go really, really fast on a public road, you know you can stop really fast. You can get up and get down real quick, right? So yeah, Koenigsegg broke their own record. Amazingly, it's 10 seconds faster than a Bugatti to the same speed and back to 0, which is 249 miles an hour. That's impressive to do in 30 seconds. However, for you, like you or I to do it, wouldn't that feel like eternity? Just hammer down on a 1,400 horsepower car like that and watching the road, watching your speed, like trying to hit that number so you can dynamite the brakes.
Checking your blind spot.
Make sure your flux capacitor's dialed in.
Yeah. You know, that's one of the great joys of driving to Tommy's house. This is what you do.
Stretch.
That's right.
Yep.
You are doing about 60, 65 as you come around the corner. This is Mexico. 60, 65 as you're coming up on the Sportsman's Club. And then you just punch it. As soon as you see the beginning of the Sportsman's Club, and you'll be doing 80 as you come around that corner. And you keep that up. And by the bottom of that hill, if you have a decent car, you're doing well over 100 miles an hour. And then you just coast on the uphill. You just coast.
Yep.
It's good. It's all good.
Yep.
And then Tommy's house is coming right up in Mexico. It's weird that you don't speak Spanish.
See,
Okay, there it is.
up to my pueblo.
See, everybody? I'm not a liar. So, the Popo can lay off. I'm not breaking any laws in America.
Prove it. Prove
Yeah.
that you did.
No, don't challenge them.
story.
They probably could.
It's a good story. It's a good story, man. I like your stories.
Yeah. But that is cool. I do think it's a relevant thing to brag about, and that's why the GT500's time is so cool, because it is one of the fastest in the world, 0 to 100 to 0. In that measure, I think only 5 cars have ever been faster than it. And I just can't wait for this thing, because I think it's going to hurt a lot of feelings when it comes out. You know, it did that. It beat the Viper ACR's Graton Raceway track time. I mean, I can't stress enough what a big deal that is for a 4-door or a 4-seater car to beat the ACR at that track.
Nope.
Because you know what that means? That means it's faster than a Ferrari. It's faster than a Lambo. It's faster than a ZR1 at that track. That's what that means. The ACR was the pinnacle of that cars at that track.
That's right.
If it's faster than that, it's faster than everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'll calm down now.
That's my
Breathing.
word, boys.
I like it. You should hydrate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, did you guys watch the video of the fatback, as I've coined him?
Yeah.
285-pound high schooler, Washington, D.C., running back. That was a sweet little run.
Big boy can rumble.
Yeah, he's got moves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's high school, but still. This is why I say it's high school. Because I could have been out there. Remember when I just said 165 pounds soaking wet? At 285 pounds at a full tilt, he doesn't need slick moves to run my ass over. He's going to truck most high schoolers. But he didn't. He was pretty slick. And he's got a ton of highlight runs like that. So I think that's impressive. And I apologize if anybody takes offense to me calling him fatback. But I like it. And I put stank on fat. He's a big boy.
Every team wants a guy that can run like that.
Yeah. At that size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to run isolation behind him with your tailback, and he's going to smoke your linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Or half the defense.
Yeah. And there ain't anything you're going to do about it.
No. It's kind of like me and J.D. Werstein, isn't it? When he grabbed me by my hair and got me up on my tiptoes.
Hey, you're blocking for him.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do. Nothing I could say. All I got is sarcasm, right? I'll tell you. I'll say it right now. As a freshman, I was smarter than him as a senior. I'll say that.
yeah. It's great sarcasm, but none of it stuck. So
yeah, it didn't help me there.
No.
You screwed me again, sarcasm.
So where did he have you? You didn't have like a rat tail or anything, did you?
Oh no, I told you.
Oh, yeah,
here's
thick
the thing.
wavy hair.
Here's the thing. Thick black
My
wavy
bad.
hair. But it was as a freshman. Who would I say I styled? It was like Harry Connick Jr. hair.
Oh, I gotcha.
It kind of added an inch to my height, inch and a half.
Kind of like Hoobie,
Yeah, a little bit.
right?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, that was my signature. Yeah, JD was a nice guy, though. Don't get me wrong. Funny guy, good football player. I hope he's doing well. So next.
See, Ford took the King of the Hill towing thing this year.
Yeah, most torque, most towing capacity. Looking hot. That was a white truck with the full on. Was it a King Ranch that they showed in the picture? I think it was. I can't say enough how much I love that package from Ford. And I didn't have this down for you guys, but I'll say it. The 2020 Expedition is the first year they've brought the King Ranch package back to the Expedition since like 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
However, my gripe is it is a high quality leather interior. I miss the fact that it used to be like a roughed up brown suede. And that was really cool.
Yeah. That was a different thing.
Yeah. And then the Ram. Ram HD got huge props. You know, you guys have seen the Laramie edition with that massive screen in the center console. I believe it's second in capability behind the Ford. But the blackout edition they've brought to the higher end models, so it kind of takes away all that chrome and gives it like a really mean look. That's really slick. Really
It's very
slick.
cool.
Interestingly enough, there is a third truck, but you'd never know it from these articles. Nobody's writing about the Chevy. What the hell? Except no one's surprised. No one wants to talk about that ugly freaking truck. We're just waiting for GM to stop the nonsense that's going on right now and redesign the front end of their truck, fix it. They did it to the Camaro, right? I was looking back. The first redesign of the Camaro from the 2017-2018 look, 2016 to 2018 look, was horrible. Everyone threw a fit. They redesigned it the very next year. And it's not great, but it's way better than it was. And in the higher trim models, it looks really good. They need to do that with the truck, like, right now. The 1500 isn't a bad-looking truck. I don't know what the hell went wrong with that HD design, but they need to fix that shit. Well, seriously, I mean, no one's even writing about it anymore. The worst thing in the world for anybody, like, honestly, for GM's PR, people like us talking about it, even if we're ripping on it, we're still talking about it. The fact that the automotive press is just dead. GM can't even, they don't even have JD Power and Associates backing them up on this one. It's a sad day for that lineup.
Well, that's why they're striking. I don't want to really tell you guys that, but
is that it?
That's
like,
it.
We can't handle this ugly ass truck.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not building it, damn it.
Yeah, that's heating up, right?
Don't blame them.
GM took away their health insurance recently. 3 days ago, took away their health insurance. The strikers.
Uh-oh.
Now, that's what they did. But so far, the strike has cost them $500 million. Now, you'd think you'd come to some sort of agreement here.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be that far off.
No, it can't be like... It just... I refuse to believe it's like hundreds of millions of dollars. Because it's cost them hundreds of millions of dollars. Now this is the same company that built that ugly ass truck.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
Yep. Then people saying, you know what? I really like this design.
Yeah. This bitch is hot.
This is it.
This is a hit. Yeah.
Let's put it out on the corner and see who comes by.
Yeah. Wait till this baby hits the lot.
Yeah. Is it Joe Rogan talking about those old Affliction t-shirts with the skulls on them? Like, you can just see these little scrawny white guys in the mirror going, bitches are going to love this. Buying them t-shirts. Because you know it's true.
On a White Claw.
Yep. Wearing their skinny jeans. Yeah. All right, enough picking on GM. Except to say, they do need to settle out with the union here and let everybody get back to work. That'd be great. Okay, so Georgia, trouble in Georgia. So a hunter was out with his buddy, who was also hunting, and mistook him for a deer, shot him, and killed him. What do you guys think of that noise? They were deer hunting, and he mistakenly shot his friend instead.
Where did he shoot him?
I don't know. In Georgia.
Like in the back?
In the woods. You can call me a name. It's okay.
Right behind the front shoulder.
But I got nothing else, so I'm just going to keep coming with the stupid-ass answers.
Yeah, that'd be what I'd say. Where'd you shoot him? Right behind the front shoulder.
Yeah.
Double lung. Yeah, got both lungs.
Double lunged him.
That's horrible. But I have a
He
question.
was on the run.
Yeah, that's obvious.
How, when you're out hunting a four-legged, on all fours animal that I'm presuming you're hoping has horns on its head. Now, I'm going to guess that his friend wasn't on all fours with some, like, sticks in his hat, pretending to be a deer.
Maybe people are into weird stuff, man.
People are
he was
into
wearing
weird
a bunch
stuff.
of camo with a
Maybe I'm making assumptions.
where?
Face painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camel mesh face mask on and
Yeah,
Bleeding.
ghillie suit or something stupid.
Isn't that what it's called? Bleeding? When a deer makes its noise, it bleats. Isn't that what it's called? Did I just get too technical?
yeah. No, yeah.
You guys know what that is? Like what it sounds like?
Oh yeah, I know what it sounds like.
Could you
No, I'm not
show
gonna
us?
do it.
Damn it!
Not falling for that again.
Yeah. We're not going to do that twice.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that 4 times.
Yeah, how's that go? How's that go, Tommy?
Yeah.
About,
Here we go. Another night at deer camp.
yep, 2 a.m. at
Oh.
deer camp. That's 2 a.m. at deer camp.
We should do a podcast at deer camp. It would have to be edited though, because it might get out of hand.
Yeah,
Right?
it would. But it would be fun. Yeah. So,
Or
I got to see Dominic today.
Oh, that's right. He mentioned that.
Yeah. I got him
brought
some
him coffee?
coffee. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He would like to join us on my latest idea. So we're talking about doing our powerlifting competition and videotaping it, right?
yeah,
So you guys are in the gym, right?
Nope.
no, yeah.
Now,
My place. How are you saying?
my second time back for chest day, I put up 275 3 times. So some boys
Nice.
better get to it. You better get to it. That won't help you either. You're not benching nothing with that.
You're number one in my book. Oh,
I'm on the move. You know what I've tried? Triceps today, reverse grip bench press. It's a little bit dangerous, but I got
Like the Mike O'Hearn.
but I got Jordan spotting me, so we're good.
JT got you.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. JT does got me. Did I say that right? He did done good today. Yeah. Okay. So Dominic's in for my next idea, and you guys better be too. Because if I have to deadlift on video, you guys can do this. I want to do a 5,000 calorie meal challenge and see who of us can finish it. It'll be me. Spoiler alert.
How many calories are in a extra large Irene's Paint Shop special?
It would be a lot. Like 3,000. 3,500 probably. But here's what I've thought for cost. For cost and just ease, seriously, stuffed crust pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars. This is because the nutritional info is all available online. Just
There you
over
go.
3,000 calories. A double order of garlic parm chicken wings, 1,300 calories. And then to finish it off, we'll do 2 Bell's Two-Hearted beers. That'll put us at just under 5,000 calories.
Oh.
You got to do it, guys. You got to. We're not.
Instead of the beer, can I make mine a Faygo Red Pop?
The only thing I would exchange it for is a big milkshake.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
I think it'll be a blast.
I better deadlift first, though.
I'll give you the advice I gave Dominic, because Dominic's in, by the way. I explained this to him today. He wants in. That's great. I say we do it at camp. Line it up whenever you guys are ready. Let's see.
That's a food coma all day if you don't throw that back up.
Right. Well, and that's the reason I picked 5,000 calories. I believe at around 7,000 or 8,000, you will throw up, no matter what you do. So, this is my food challenge. So it's the opposite of trying to get healthy.
Yeah.
Well, the reason at first I was like, can we do it with foods that are at least somewhat healthy? But you really can't, because the healthier the food, the less calories there are, and you'll be eating way more.
Can you imagine how many bananas you'd have to eat?
Right. I'd like to watch you eat that many bananas.
Eye contact the whole time with you.
Yes. Eddie Hall just went over that on his podcast. He's kind of creepy when he stares into the mic or the camera with his big eyeballs while he's taking in a banana. Taking half of a banana in one bite. Yeah. So if you guys are in, let's figure this out when we can all get together. I think we do it at camp. Yeah,
we'll do it at camp. Then the next day to say, well, what did you guys have?
Get 3-4 pizzas.
Stroke. Mike had a heart attack.
Because here's the funny part. Yeah. A pizza like that, the pizzas are like $10 a piece. The chicken wings are like another $10. And then, the beers, you're talking about, a 12-pack of beer. So it's probably like $20. So we can do this whole damn thing for less than $100.
Oh my God, the salt though.
Oh, I know. It's going to be great.
All that salt already?
It's going to be great.
Oh.
It's the cheese, guys. It's the cheese. The cheesiest. I want Kyle to hold it up with the cheese stringing out of his mouth up to the last slice. Just the last one.
Oh.
So we need to get that in slow-mo.
I could probably put down the pizza, but then wings on top of it and a couple beers. Oh my God.
Oh.
Well, there's an easier way, but it's also grosser. I could get us each like a gallon of ice cream. It's about the same. Give you a big old spoon.
Nah, we'd be shitting before we were done eating.
Yeah, that's the thing. I honestly, I have given this some thought. I think this is the best way. I think this is the best way. For cost, for food that might actually stay down. One of these times I'm just going to record this thing, video and all.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun.
I could. There's a little button I could press right now. Yes.
Well, before we do that, though, we got to sell some sweepstakes tickets.
We do.
Yes.
Our sweepstakes is live. I've put out some ads. We are getting a lot of traffic to the website. For those of you that might have visited already, I apologize for making it initially PayPal only. The reason that I did that was I figured people would feel more secure using an intermediary like PayPal to pay. Just because even though we know we're real cool guys, not everybody does know that. So I thought that might make them feel better. However, a few people have contacted me and let me know that they'd really like a debit or credit option because they don't have PayPal and they don't want PayPal. So if you visited and you felt that way, I have added that to the checkout process, and so you can pay with a debit or credit. You do not need PayPal, although if you want to use PayPal, you still can. The option is there.
It's all third party too.
It's all third party. The whole thing is we paid a large fee. We signed a contract. We had attorneys go over everything. The winner will be picked by one of the largest sweepstakes companies in the U.S. This is all legit. I tried to keep it fun, keep it light. Everybody who would listen to us anyway probably has a project car or a car they wouldn't mind putting a little money into. And that's what this is really about. You get a $1,000 Jegs gift card where you could go and buy a catback system. You could get tires. You could get rims. You could get a cold air kit and tuner for your car. That would cover a lot of things on a lot of different cars. So that's the idea behind it. And then in case your significant other gives you a hard time or you're interested in it as well, we threw in a laptop on top of it. It's a really nice Acer Slimbook. It has a solid state drive, a fast processor, a good amount of RAM. This is a quick little computer that'd serve you well or your spouse well as you smooth over the fact that you bought some tickets. And if none of that appeals to you, you can take a cash option of $750. So there's no drawbacks here. It's very plain what it is. If you go to www.muscleandspeed.com, you'll find in our navigation bar, you navigate over to the sweepstakes, and everything is there. The rules, an FAQ, how it works, what it is, and options to buy. So the bigger item that we're selling here, part of this is creating a community of people. And so we've been working on that since this started. And you see that we've run promotions in the past, and we are steadily growing on social media. And this podcast does quite well. For a little automotive podcast by three knuckleheads in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, we're ranked 174th on iTunes right now. So that's pretty good for a start, for something that hasn't been out for a full year. The other side of this is we're offering a membership service to Muscle and Speed. So I haven't had a chance outside of this podcast to really explain it in great detail, but it goes like this. The silver membership will net you 5 entries per month going forward in every sweepstakes we offer. So you'll get that. You get 10% off the store. And every $5 spent in the store is another entry into the drawing. You'll also get the ability to advertise any muscle car or classic car you have for sale through us at no cost to you. And so those thousands of people that follow us now will see your car ad. So I will create a section on the website. We can list your car and promote it for you. I'll talk about it on the podcast. That will be part of that subscription service. We will also get the opportunity to be interviewed by us, and you've heard it before, but my 10 standard car guy, car gal questions, where we will include that on the podcast if you'd like. Again, that's not for everybody. Some people get pretty nervous when a microphone comes on and they know they're being recorded, but we have a good time here and it's pretty laid back. There'd be no pressure there. The second option is the gold membership. And essentially, it's everything included in the silver membership, but instead of those 5 entries per month, you get 10. Now, entries are $4 each. And so even at the $8 option, 5 entries per month is equal to $20 a month. Now, most places would charge you $25 to even $100 for listing your car or your automotive item on their website. So this is a great value. And then, of course, getting 10, you're doubling that for less than half the price. So that's what it is. The sweepstakes is running. It's live now, October 1st through December 31st of this year. The winner will be picked by the sweepstakes company, and we will announce it on our social media 7 days later, 5 to 7 later. As soon as we have it, we'll track that person down and get the winner their prize.
Exciting
Sweet.
times for muscle and speed, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I do apologize for the lack of items in the merch store right now. Basically, we just have our T-shirts. I have those youth hats. I may put those in there as I've found that the young kids really, really like them. And so we may have those up shortly as well. And we'll be adding to that as we go. But for right now, that is what is on there. So everything else will remain for free. We're not going to put paywalls in front of any articles or the podcast or anything else that we do. I think that's lame when that happens. Basically, the sweepstakes is going to be on its own merit in that it survives and it works as long as people are into it, and it exists on its own as its own thing. The rest of this stuff is just another part of the business that we run. So you never have to worry about that. But yeah, that's the sweepstakes in a nutshell.
Hey, the more people we get, the bigger the sweepstakes we can offer.
Yes, and the more
That's exciting.
Yeah, and we do have a smaller demographic than a lot of the other ones that you see out there. Speed Society, Resto Mods, Omaze. And so your odds of winning with us are much greater, and the price of entry is much less. So, there's no drawbacks here, folks. And you can contact me, Mike, at muscleandspeed.com. You can email me. If you're messaging us on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you're talking to me. So if you've been responded to on there, I'm the one you're talking to. Most of the time, if you're talking to us on Facebook, I'm the one you're talking to. So just so you know, you can also find me personally on Facebook. My name is Micah Petoskey. You see me also post under my own name on there quite a bit. So I just want you guys to know, because I know the first thing that always comes up in these instances is it a ripoff? Is this, a lie? Well, we've been around for a while now, and I think I've gone kind of out of my way to make sure that folks know that we are genuine. We are who we say we are. We are sitting up here in the Upper Peninsula right now, waiting for the first frost to hit of the fall, which should be in the next few days. And, Tommy is graciously is going to allow me to park my big fat Cutlass in his big fat pole barn. So that I can fit
Awesome.
all my toys. I got to put my toys away for the winter too, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. That's how they stay so nice, right?
Yep.
Our if you got a muscle car up here now, it's genuinely going to be a pretty decent car because we only get to drive them for 4 or 5 months a year.
True that.
Yeah.
I'm getting
fellas,
old.
We're all getting old.
Like, I just drive my Mustang out of the garage to put it in the sun and wipe it with a diaper and drink a beer. And I had TV on the other day. I was watching Gran Torino, and that's exactly what Clint Eastwood did in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, except...
Like, oh, my God.
Except he was 80.
I know.
You ever watch Every Which Way But Loose? Or Any Which Way You Can?
Yeah.
He was our age then.
Yep. I need a Clyde.
You do.
Like
I was just thinking, if you had an orangutan, your life would be better. If you had an orangutan,
Dominic alone.
if you had an orangutan, my life would be better.
You're right.
I don't know. That's
Wait, I don't know what any of that means, but yes.
yes. Could you imagine 2 a.m. at camp? There's an orangutan just hanging out. Come on.
Yeah. Wetting your cigar.
Yeah. Yeah. Cigars.
Hey, next time you come to camp and it's cold, we're having a cigar upstairs.
Oh, you guys smoke upstairs?
In the smoking room.
Yeah,
There's a
we're
smoking room?
we're gonna make a smoking room for wintertime activities.
Holy.
Yep.
I don't even
It's
have
too
a
damn
smoking
cold to
room.
go outside.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I do have a bunch of other crap that we could talk about, but you know what? It's been about an hour. And, we take this as it comes. We'll get to it some other time.
Yeah.
For
Same
sure.
time next week.
Yeah. Ish.
Ish.
Yeah. I don't want to go out on a limb here. Or a log. Not that I have a log.
It's a Yule.
Yeah.
Awesome chatting with you guys.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys next time.
All right, see you guys.
Catch you later.
Yeah.
All right.